Here in Milwaukee, MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We get to see one of the hottest teams in baseball today, Singy.
Yeah, they continue to find ways to win, and I don't see that streak coming to an end today, but that's why they play the game.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Brandon Sproat. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
All right, ready to go here. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Now a step off the rubber to reset. And away we go here in Milwaukee. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
So up next, Elly De La Cruz.
Really strong hitting performance recently, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
Command has been the issue, no doubt. What are you seeing?
Just too many pitches in the heart of the zone. He's not commanding his pitches and working the edges up and down, in and out, and he's getting hit hard. You can feel the extra attention on Elly anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and there's 2 down. Take a look at the lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Tyler Stevenson.
This guy's been a very consistent performer at the plate this year. Top 5 in batting average in the National League. And I tell you what, you got to be good, but you also have to be a little bit lucky. And he's been both, spraying balls all over the yard.
2 down, bases empty. Next to hit, Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson with a homer in his last game. And that one hammered. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The relay, safe at second. He legs out the double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. And that one is lifted in the air. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. In comes the first run of the game as the Reds take the lead.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Spencer Steer stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Suarez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. tied him up on a fastball inside, but the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting the start for Cincinnati, Nick Lodolo. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. Yelich with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Christian Yelich.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Jackson Chourio, batting with one down, takes the strike. Out towards right center field. Myers on the move to the gap. Snags it on the run. And there are 2 outs. This is Bryce Terang. Terang with another scorching run of play lately. He's someone you really want to keep off the bases, Chris. He has the most stolen bases in the league.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Strike 2. Line drive, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's William Contreras. Right through there for a strike.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter out.
Man at second. Foul ball, still 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Man on second, 2 down. Way high with that one. And that's ball 3. Jake Bowers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. And ball 4 to avoid.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Now here's Jake Bowers. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. Breaking ball in there for a strike. This one in the air, right field. And it's foul. This one in the air, center field. Friedel settles underneath it. And that is the inning. Brewers strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Second inning set to go. In now for the Reds, J.J. Bleday. That misses the zone. Ball one. Sproat in his rookie season, 25 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. A little bit low. 3 balls, no strikes.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Matt McClain getting ready to hit.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5.
Terang. Here's Ortiz for 1. Over to Bowers. That's 2. Base is empty after the double play. T.J. Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. 2 hits and 4 at bats during yesterday's ball game. Liner, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Next for Cincinnati, Dane Myers. Friedel off of first with 2 away. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Two on the way. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And he can't make the play. The underhand flip. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Back here at American Family Field, bottom of the second. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Siggy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. And 1-2. Goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Digging in, Sal Frelick. Ground ball up the middle. Gets it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And now the shortstop, Joey Ortiz.
Well, it's clear they're struggling with pitch selection today. Swinging at off-speed stuff off the plate. They need to be more patient and wait for the right pitch, not just the next pitch.
Just missed. Swings through that one. This one in the air, right field. Makes a nice running catch. And that will end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. On the ground to third. A sliding stop to first. Nicely done for the out. This is such a difficult play for a third baseman, Chris. A sliding stop and worthy of another look with Statcast.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I'm frustrated if I'm the one hustling down the line the whole time, thinking I've got a knock and going to beat the throw, and then, boom, you hear the ball hit the mitt, and you're out. That's just a great stop and great throw.
Now it's going to be Ellie De La Cruz. Outside low, ball 2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. Just missed. That one catches the zone, and now it's 3-2. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. There goes Ellie. Pitch in for a strike. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude.
Nice ball.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now.
Picked up an RBI in his last at-bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Hit on the ground to short. No chance on the throw. He beats it out.
You know, two-out errors are kind of like two-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden, you get another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity. They're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for it.
Steer in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
2 on, 2 outs. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
In the air, right field, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Milwaukee as we go to the last of the 3rd. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And that one is downstairs. Now 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Struck him out looking. Yelly stepping into the box now. Grounded out his first time. Yelich working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
Late on that fastball. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Chourio. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. No question about this one. It's out of here. An absolute smash to left. And they're on the board. It's 2-1. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Next for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. Doubled his first time up. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. Nobody in his team has scored more runs than he has this season, Singy. Right side, McLean. And that is the inning. Brewers move closer with this blast. 3 innings complete. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Just missed.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Next offering is down low, and it's 2-1. Fouled off left side. 2-2 now. Swing and a ball popped up. Ortiz moving under it. Takes it in for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Dane Myers. 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball to the right side. Terang tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. He's been a great free agent sign. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Here's a 1-1. That's a little bit low. Two down, nobody on. That's outside. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Drove in 2 runs on a double back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Stevenson wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. 2 on, 2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of break. So tough to get that barrel to.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Reds 2 and the Brewers 1. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. And we're back. Well, this team has been so impressive during their winning streak. Still trying to find their rhythm in this one, Singy.
Yeah, good teams usually find a way to settle in. It's taken a little time today, though, but with the way they've been playing, you can't count them out. Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Upstairs. That one almost got him. And a payoff pitch. Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Next for Milwaukee, Jake Bauers. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That misses. Ball 1. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. That's off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. His first at bat was a strikeout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. His 13th home run of the season, and now they're out front. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 away. So digging in, Joey Ortiz. He's 0 for 1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. High fly ball, right field. Myers on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here at American Family Field. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. Strode with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
Well, these Reds, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. Steer, 28 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2019. Here's a high chopper. Throw over to Bowers, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. This is J.J. Bleday.
A walk, and he's also singled.
Right back to him on the mound. Sends it to first, and the Reds go 1-2-3. It's the Brewers 3 and the Reds 2. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the 5th. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Pierce Johnson appears to be getting loose. Ashcraft getting cranked up as well. The lefty, the 1-0. Right through there for a strike. That one to first. Gets to it with a slide. And they get the out. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Here comes Christian Yelich. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one misses. Ball 3. There's a line drive to left field. And a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
I know swinging at a 3-0 pitch can be debated, but at the end of the day, it's a hitter's count. You know a strike is coming, so why not take advantage and attack the pitch? That was a good piece of hitting, and it paid off with the base hit.
Yeah, now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Nick Lodolo done for the night, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. Jackson Chourio now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Man at first, 1 away. Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Yelich flies around third, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner at second. Bryce Terrain up now for the Brewers. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. And at second. Swinging a foul out of play. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Payoff pitch. Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And the 3-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. That is the inning. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now 4-2. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Leading off, Matt McClain. New pitcher on now, DL Hall.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Trying to bunt his way on. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel, 1 for 2.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that is in for a strike. Now 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that just misses.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. That smash towards center. And there's one away. At the plate, Dane Myers.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Fastball for a strike.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Comes up empty. Runner takes off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down. Third time through the order now. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Nathaniel Lowe. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to third. And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Graham Ashcraft. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Stepping in, Jake Bauers. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. What a stop. Throw to first, but it's not in time. Base hit. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
That one fouled off.
Well, these Brewers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Breaking ball, and that got him. Sal Frelick, the next to hit. There you see his May and June numbers so far. In the air, right field, Myers should have this one. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with 1 away.
Next for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Swing, and he popped it up. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
David Hamilton up now for the Brewers.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year. But if he's going to steal second, You want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. What a play to end the inning. Brewers strand a couple as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Top of inning number 7. In now for the Reds, Nathaniel Lowe.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 1-1. On the ground, right side, Terang. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. A switch hitter batting right. On the ground. Oh, great grab on the dive. To his knee, the throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play. One down. And here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. 1 for 3. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Ellie on his way to second. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. A 2-run shot.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit for the Reds. Infield shifted to the pull side. Rip, but it curls foul. 2 runs across in the inning. Here in the top half of inning number 7. This one popped up. Ortiz settles under it. 2-way down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. It's now tied 4-4. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tony Santillan.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Back to the top of the order now. Digging in, Christian Yelich.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Tied at 4. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Oh, that got him. And a go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Yelich goes. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle for 2 strikes.
Man at second. Lined into right. And that's a base hit. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
And here is Bryce Terang. That's in there. That's strike 1. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a big inning with that steal of second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. This could be the start to a nice rally.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Low.
That's a really good take.
The Brewers with the go-ahead run at third. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one is absolutely belted. In one hops off the wall, and both runs can score. One runs in, another comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run-scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. William Contreras digs in now. And that's in for a strike. Terang at second with nobody out. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Contreras wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
Next to hit, Jake Bauers. 1 out and a runner at second. Comes up empty.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
That one's upstairs, ball one. That misses. It's 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Tony Santillan out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and will be back with a new pitcher. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Brock Burke.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Mitchell, the next to hit, takes ball one. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Tap foul at the plate. The 1-1. A big swing and a miss. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Aaron Ashby.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Leading off, J.J. Bleday. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. The Reds with the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. This one in the air, center field. Mitchell settles under this one. Brings it in. 1 away. So now with 1 away and a man at second, here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. Outside low, ball 1. Curveball drops in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw over to Bowers. Now 2 out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Dane Myers getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that's the third out. Reds leave one. They trail it here 6-4. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Rhett Lauder up and throwing for Terry Francona. Ferguson, a left-hander, also throwing. There's a strike. Burr, a tall lefty. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in his sinker. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2-2 down.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Now it's the shortstop, Joey Ortiz. And a swing and a miss. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Down the third baseman, David Hamilton. Grounder off the pitcher. Fires to first on the run. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great.
There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now a pop-up on the infield. Suarez under this one. And that is the third out of the inning. Brewers strand one. They're up 6-4. We go to the 9th. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Nathaniel Lowe. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Trevor McGill.
Well, he's the guy that hit the turn to after the pin, the lockdown win. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And that one upstairs.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering is foul back. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that
opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Late swing, foul to the left. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Lined into right. And there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Right through there for a strike.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
That just misses. And now it's even 1-1. That one fouled hard the other way. This could end it. High fly ball, right field. Freeland gets under it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers make it 6 straight victories.
Well, with the 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Big storyline in this one is the recent struggles of today's starter. Just hasn't seemed to be able to find his rhythm.
Yeah, Boog, just look at these stats. We've seen his frustration building every time he leaves one up in the zone. Can't overthink it. Needs to just trust his instincts and let it fly out there.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the mound in this one, Shane Drowan. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
Foul ball there. The 0-2. Center field. Mitchell on his way over. And there's one down. is the lineup for the Reds. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Matt McClain.
Oh, Boog, not just the fans, not just the people watching this game, but us. I mean, we're pretty fired up to watch this guy swing the bat. He's got big-time pop this season, slugging percentage over 500. Outfielders, put your track shoes on because you're going to be running in the gaps, trying to climb the wall. This guy is going to do damage when he gets the bat to the baseball. Don't take your eyes off of him.
Ellie De La Cruz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And it's fouled away.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Strike 2.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to left field. And there's 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. And a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
The 1-1. Runner on the go. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. In to score from first to second, but way too late. Safe there. This is J.J. Bleday. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Just missed. And another ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Bleday wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that'll do it. Run scoring double here for the Reds. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And going for the Reds in this one, Brady Singer. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, you know, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats, they end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base. And now it's William Contreras, entering this one second in the National League in hitting. Right through there for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Lede on the move. And there's two down. Now here's Jake Bauers. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over-aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Man on second, two down. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Andrew Vaughn in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Runner at second, two down. Here in the second game of the series. Swung on, belted. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Fights it off, he'll see another. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Andrew Vaughn now. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Up the middle, McLean. And that is that. Brewers strand a couple. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Next offering is downstairs.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Out front, rip foul. And a 2-1 on the way. That clips the corner. And it remains 2-2. This one in the air. Vaughn. And there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's Jose Trevino. And that is out of play. The 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And the 0-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Good job to fight that one off.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's to third. Ortiz. Long throw to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Now it's the Reds DH, Sal Stewart. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. In the air, right field. Bowers has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Reds 1 and the Brewers nothing. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here at American Family Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Singy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. Late that time, and it's strike 2. On the ground, right side, McLean. The throw to first, and quickly one away in the second. Gary Sanchez now. Sanchez getting the starting catcher, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings through that.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And a swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down. Now it's the shortstop.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Little dribbler up along third. Slings to first. An acrobatic play to end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here in Milwaukee, it's still early, Singy, but looking like a bounce-back game so far.
Yeah, he's got a different presence today out there, like he came in with something to prove.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In time to Vaughn. 1 pitch and 1 out. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Nathaniel Lowe now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
That was pretty nasty.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Next for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Hard ground ball, base knock. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Now here is Matt McClain. Fly to left his first time. Just missed. De La Cruz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Stays alive. Two now. Out towards left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Hit on the ground to short. And the inning is over. Reds strand a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in Milwaukee as we go to the last of the third. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And there's a ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Jackson Chourio will hit next. Led off the game with a strikeout. Swinging a foul straight back. Now the 0-1. The other way. Climbs the ladder and makes the catch.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Terang. The next to hit takes ball 1. And a big swing and a miss. Nobody in the league has more stolen bases than he does this season. He has been dangerous. And that misses. 3-1. And that's ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
So 2 down. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. And 1-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. Here comes the runner. Fires it to the plate. He'll score. We're tied at 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 outs. Runner on first. Jake Bauers getting ready to hit. That clips the corner. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. 3 innings complete. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field. I'll tell you what, Singy, we documented his recent struggles on the mound, but a great start in this one.
Yeah, looks like a completely different ball player. Relaxed, in rhythm, and totally in control. None of that was there last time out.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That one's in there, and the count is 1-2. Swung on, popped up left side. Gets under it. 1 up, 1 down. And now Spencer Steer. First time up was a pop out. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Comes a 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Outside. Full count now. And that's an 8-pitch walk. He really made the pitcher work for that one. So up next, Jose Trevino. Grounded out his first time up. That one catches the corner for a strike. Trevino wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. Flied to right his first time.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 2 on, 1 out. And that's in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them.
Over to Terrain. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the fourth, Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
1 away.
And yeah, a lot of the blame for those walks goes to the mound, but I credit these guys for not getting anxious and fed up. They're staying disciplined, which is easier said than done sometimes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here is Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1. And that's downstairs and outside. Well struck left field. Going down. Gary Sanchez hits 1 out. His 18th home run of the season, and they take the lead. It's 3-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Right through there for a strike. And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. But it's off the level. And he'll pull into second safely.
Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
1 out, runner at second. Joey Ortiz, the next to hit, struck out swinging his first time. And a foul ball. And at second. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Back to the top of the lineup. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And that drops in for a strike. Nice grab. Fires to first. What a play. Inning over. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. New inning getting started. In now for the Reds, Dane Myers.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, but won't make it there after the bad jump.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Paid a good pitch on the inside, gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound. Well, these Reds doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. One down. One out man at first. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. He's 2 for 2.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Off the mark there. Ball 3. Fastball for a strike. And that one hit to first. Into the outfield. Base hit. The throw in. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a simple ground ball the other way. The head up.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Shane Drolin out of the game. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Logan Henderson.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
Swing and a pop-up. 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Suarez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Line drive, base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Bleday, the next to hit, takes outside. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Bryce Terang, one of the best bats in the league this season, Siggy.
Yeah, line drives, gap to gap. He's doing it all, Boog. And those extra base hits are just piling up.
He's one of the best players in baseball at driving in runs, Chris. His RBI totals this season rank him in the top 10. He rarely chases and doesn't miss the mistake pitches.
Yeah, he's a professional hitter, plain and simple, and he's making pitchers pay.
That's a laser base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Yeah, now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Brady Singer done for the night, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Pierce Johnson will come in.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Now it's the DH, William Contreras. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Contreras measures 5 feet 10 inches, 220 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. The 1-0.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses in. Safe at second, and that was not close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
That one finds the corner. That is strike 2. Batter challenges in a very big spot, and it was a strike. The call will stand. So they've only got 1 challenge left now. Man at second. Up the middle. Gets it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Bowers in the box now. Takes strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Brock Burke, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Ashcraft getting cranked up as well.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, it's in on the
in the air to left center. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. The relay to the plate. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
So no one on after the sac fly. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Base hit. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in there safely.
Yeah, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Mitchell digs in now. 1 for 2. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Man on second, 2 down. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it is out of here. He circles the bases. His 14th of the year. And they boost their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. In a 2-0 count, the hitter is on high alert. This is what you live for, to be in the driver's seat here. He got a pitch that he could handle, and he hit that pitch really hard. Nice home run.
So 2 down. Gary Sanchez now at the plate. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. It's gonna
he locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 6-2. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Spencer Steer will hit next. Swing and a ground ball. In time to Vaughn. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the catcher, Jose Trevino. And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Sal Stewart, the next to hit. Stewart hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Ball to strike. On the ground to the left. Over to Terang. 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. The Brewers are out in front, 6-2. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
McLean, leadoff man, retired in the 6th. Now the third baseman, Joey Ortiz. That one ripped right center field. And in one hops the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Everything came together for him. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Yeah, now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Pierce Johnson gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Graham Ashcraft will take over here, on for the 30th time this year. Third time through the order now. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. 0 for 3 in this one. Man at second. Laser base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
This is Bryce Terang. Two on, one out. There goes the runner. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. That finds the mark on the inside corner. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Brett Lauder up and throwing for Terry Francona. Williamson also throwing. The 2-1. Swinging a foul out of play. The Brewers trying to break this one open here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground. On the run, throw to first. One scores, but a terrific play to get the out. William Contreras up now for the Brewers.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
He caught it behind his back. Nicely done for the out. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there and it stopped. That was pretty cool.
We go to the top of the 7th. In now for the Reds, Dane Myers. And takes low for ball 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Broken bat, rolling to first. The underhand flip. Pretty nice play there. Back to the top of the order. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Smoked to the left, base hit. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. 1 out, runner at second. Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Now a fly ball to right center. Mitchell settles underneath it. And there's 2 away. Stepping in, Matt McClain. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. This one in the air center field. Mitchell drifts towards it, and that'll do it. Reds leave one. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Well, these Brewers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Comes up empty.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
In the air, right field. Myers should have this one. And there's one down. Next to hit, Andrew Vaughn. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, right field. And there are 2 down. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Fly ball down the line. And that ends the inning. Brewers go down quietly, but they're still on top 7-2. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going back on this one. And forget it. Eugenio Suarez blasts one out. And they close the gap. It's 7-3.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
J.J. Bleday, the next to hit for the Reds.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 8th. In the air, left field, Chourio on the move, grabs it on the run, and there's one away. Next for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. That's too low, and it's 1-1. Liner snagged at first. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the Reds catcher, Jose Trevino. That one misses, and that's ball one. Fouled off left side. The 1-1. Trevino tries to hold up, appeal to first, no swing. Two down, nobody on. That one found hard the other way. And a payoff pitch. Hit in the air, center field. Mitchell under it. And that is that. Reds get one back on this solo dinger. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Brett Lauder.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Ripped, but it curls foul. 0-1. Foul ball. Lauder in his second season, 24 years old, a former first-round pick in 2023.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Very high with that one. Yeah, that's ball 2. That's inside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Number 87 in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Movement in the bullpen. Brock Burke, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Sanchez gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Ortiz stands in now, looks at that one inside. Man at first, one away. Next one is off the plate, and it's 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. down swinging for the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
That misses. Ball one. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
2-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Milwaukee leaves one, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Abner Uribe on to pitch here. He last pitched 2 days ago. That just misses. Ball one.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And that one is lifted in the air, going up and down. And now the right fielder, Dane Myers. On the ground at first, Vaughn. He takes it on his own. The Reds now down to their final out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
So they're down to their final out. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. That one to first. Gone. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.